to start on the calendar section. The calendar section allows you to plan your events. So you can simply add an event by clicking on Add Event. You can select the customer by clicking on the drop-down menu and viewing all customers available to plan events for. You can add the purpose of the event, maybe say sales review. Confirm the date of visit. You can say today, the time of visit, you can say 2:45 p.m. and also the duration. You can give an estimation of how long the visit will take. So 30 minutes. And I confirm. I can view the events by status that are listed here at the top. I can simply select to view all events that have been planned for the day by clicking on planned, or as well I can select all statuses to see all events with their different status, or as well I can select to see completed events. Please note on this page, you can only view the events planned for the day, meaning only those events that are to be done or visited for the day appear on this main page of the calendar. If you would like to view the events planned for the week, you'll simply click on My Week, and here you'll be able to view future dates of events planned. So in this case, if I click on a particular date, I'm able to see the event planned for that date. You can also click on the arrows at the top right to allow you to see the future weeks. Next, we have the customer section. When I click on the customer section, I have access to all the customers that have been assigned to me, and as well those that I have created from the mobile app. On this page, you have a summary of the customer details. So for example, you can see that a distance is indicated. This depends on the distance from your current location. Please note that the customers are arranged according to the distance based on your current location. The nearest at the top and the farthest appear at the bottom. As part of the summary, you can as well see the last visited date, the type of customer, and as well the phone number. To be able to view the full details of the customer, you'll simply click on the customer like this. And here you have the customer card. In the customer card, you have three main tabs. There's the info tab. Here you can see the next planned visit, the type of customer, the phone number, and many other details. We then have the activities tab, where you can be able to view any activities that have been submitted for this customer. In the notes section, here you're able to see any notes that have been indicated for this customer. In the customer card as well, you have two main shortcuts that you can use, which are indicated right under the customer name. Firstly, we have Go There, which gives you the direction to the customer location. By clicking on Go There, it will automatically direct you to the Google Maps, where you can be able to see the itinerary of the customer to the customer. The second shortcut button is the Call button. When clicking on it, it allows you to call the customer. You also have the possibility to plan an event for this customer by clicking on more and then add visit. This then prevents you from going directly to the calendar to create the event, as you can directly create it on the customer page. You can as well create a new note by clicking on the new note button. We'll go back to the main customer page. On the customer page, you as well have the possibility to apply filters. As you can see, they are listed here at the top. I can select a single filter or as well combine several filters. So for example, I can click on last visit and say I want to view the customers never visited. Then as well, I can apply a channel and say I want to see only the traditional, and as well modern instead. Or you can also apply type to specify the customer type like this. To remove the filter, I simply click on the X button at the left hand side. You can also search the customers by clicking on the search bar at the top right. This allows you to search the customer either by name or phone number or other additional filters. A point to note here, you need to select the filter type prior to typing the search. So for example, if you click on the phone number, here you can only insert phone numbers. If you try to insert text, it will automatically not give you the customer. But if I change these to actual phone numbers, I should be able to get the right customer. And as well search by name. You do not need to type in the full name. It will automatically detect if you just type in the first 2 or 3 letters. You can view the customers as well on the maps section by clicking on maps. Here what is important to note is that customers that are visible on the map must have GPS locations. The blue dot on the map next to the pin location is my actual location. Then we have the pin locations in red. These are the customer locations. To be able to identify why, you need to click on the legend where you're able to view different colors represent what. As we can see, the colors are determined by the last visited date. Therefore, in this case, the red means that these customers have not been visited for over 30 days. We have purple indicating those customers that have not been visited within 30 days. Blue indicating those that have been visited within 7 days. And red, dark red, those that have never been visited. And in green is what I have visited today. You also have the possibility to apply zoom functionality. You can either zoom in to be able to view the exact pin location of a customer, or zoom out to see the overview of where all customers are located. You can also be able to access the customer card or customer details by clicking on the pin location of a customer. So if I click here, you will see that the name of the customer appears, and if I click on the name, it automatically redirects me to the customer card. Here you're able to view the customer details, and if you click on go there, you'll be able to find the direction to the customer location. In the workflow section, this is where you'll be able to see activities that can be filled in based on a visit. This can be different activities such as daily sales, product visibility, order and delivery, and so on. You have the possibility to view activities that have been submitted. This is in the completed workflow section, as you can see. You also have the possibility to view any ongoing activities or pending activities in the ongoing workflow section. This can be drafts that have been saved that you can fill in on a later date, or as well in this step workflow means an workflow that has several steps that need to be completed. In this case, for order and delivery, you can be the person who does the order, and then you can assign someone else to do the delivery. Once the order part has been filled in, the delivery part remains pending until the assigned person has completed the delivery. This way, it allows you to follow up and identify if the delivery was done. Now, how do you make a visit or fill in an activity? To do this, you'll need to first go to the customer section. Select the customer that you wish to make a visit and click on Start Visit, which is at the bottom right. Please note, when starting a visit, you need to be at the customer location. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to commence the visit. You need to make sure that as well the GPS location is as per where you're located. To be able to verify the customer location, you will click on the edit button and view the GPS location. If this has been well recorded and you're well placed at the location, then you'll be able to commence a visit. In the event where the location is incorrect, you can simply record again and save the right location. Please also note that there are certain mandatory fields. Any mandatory field is indicated by a red dot right next to it. In this case, for example, type, since it has been filled in, automatically the red button turns to green. And what happens as well at the bottom is the submit button is activated. To be able to modify customer details, you simply click on the edit button, and here you can simply make the changes necessary and save. So for example, if I want to change the name, I simply click and change the name as seen, and then fill in any other necessary information or that I wish to modify, and then proceed on to save. You can therefore proceed to start your visit. By clicking on Start Visit, this allows you to confirm the check-in time that you are commencing the visit. You then need to click on Go to Workflow to be able to access the activities. Once on the workflow page, to be able to access the activity so that you can fill it in, you need to select the activity. So in this case, direct sales. The activity then opens and you can proceed to fill in the information. So for example, here confirm sales made. I then select the product, then the number of units, validate. Once all questions that are mandatory have been filled, I can proceed to validate the activity. Once an activity is validated, I have the option either to go to other workflows, to proceed to a workflow in relation to the current workflow or activity have been filled in, or as well I can simply end the visit on this activity. I will click on go to workflow and we can proceed with placing an order. So when I click on order and delivery, I can do an order and delivery for this customer. So proceed to take order. And then fill in the necessary information. So in this case, by answering all mandatory questions. Then proceed to validate. Maybe as well specify the main payment and as well the amount collected. Then proceed to validate. Once the order activity has been filled in, it then redirects you to the delivery activity, which you require to assign someone. So if I click on assign activity, I can either assign myself or as well someone else. So in this case I can say Sebi Zara. I apply. And then I simply proceed to end my visit. When I click back on the workflow section, I can be able to see the completed workflows by clicking on completed workflows. Here I can see I have completed several activities. I can as well review my ongoing workflows. Here as you can see, it's mainly the orders that were placed pending on delivery. And this would be done by the person we have assigned for the delivery. By clicking on load more, this will allow you to view all other activities that have been previously submitted. You can also view activities, for example in completed workflows, select a particular activity. To be able to view the details, select the activity again with the 3 dots on the right. This gives you the possibility to view the activity, meaning view the activity details. You also have the possibility to share. You can share via email, WhatsApp, or as well SMS. You can be able to print the report should you want to print it and share. To view the activity, simply click on view. Here you'll be able to see the activity details filled in. And simply go back to the workflow section. In the insights, you're able to view different dashboards with different indicators. For example, the dashboard My Activity shows you the number of visits, the duration, and as well other graphic types. You can apply different filters to allow you to view results in the report. So for example, if I select this month, I am able to see the results for the current month. We then have the activity portfolio. This allows you to see the coverage based on the number of clients assigned. So you're able to see the number of clients versus the clients visited and many other indicators. We also have the journey plan dashboards. This allows you to see what has been planned as per the visits planned on the calendar, and as well how many events have been created, those that have been approved, those that have been completed based on the visits, and so on. Finally, we have the settings section. Please note, in the settings section, key roles here will often ask you to refresh your application. To be able to do that, you simply click on the yellow button which is at the top right. That is the one with the icon with the arrow and a circle around it. By clicking on this, it automatically refreshes the application and allows any activity submitted or client updates to be able to be synchronized and be available on our web application. So by refreshing, you receive information on new updates from the web application, and as well send any updates that have been done on the mobile app to the web application. In the settings, you're also able to view the resources. Under resources, you have several lists that are available for you to be able to view. For example, the SKU or product list, where you can see the list of products and their prices. You can search for a product by clicking on the search button and indicating the name, the same way as we are seeing in the client or customer section. In resources, you as well have access to documents. Here you can view any documents that have been uploaded from the web application. Then in the settings sections, when you scroll down, you have the sign out button, which allows you to sign out from the mobile application.